For those of you who are interested in the background we are preparing and bringing, this is what we want to start next week on Sunday. Yeah? This is the course for high sensitivity, yeah, into different time zones. And when you click here on the website on learning materials, then you actually find the course which is structured according to this, to our inner levels. That's 7 levels, you can say, our inner uprightness. And there you go from week to week through different themes, yeah, meditations, and different kind of eurythmy. Before you start, just take a little bit of time to arrive at yourself. And then, when you feel your inner react, then turn your hands and stream slowly down. And what we practice is that I feel myself in such a way that it makes me upright. And now I have 2 ways to look into the world, that I feel myself standing in the surrounding, or I feel what you've just heard, a world inside myself. And maybe when we do just a little element of the Hallelujah, which will be, in a way, is part of the end of the 8th module of the HSP course, and there you do a movement which we call L. Yeah, you just do the hands come together below, they rise up, yeah, and then they open, and then they stream into the world, yeah, like a plant does that. In the autumn, yeah, it lies on the earth, but then the roots grow. In the spring, there's fluids stream up, the leaves unfold, blossom, and fruits come back. And then just come back to your center. And in our courses, in both courses, in the HSP course and in the stress release course, it's the 7-fold structure of our being. And just we deal with. And when you just have your hands here and you slowly stream up, yeah, and then you turn your hands and slowly stream down again. And most of the time I do it in a way that I just say concentrate on the streaming. So we do it as I normally do it, okay, stream up. And then notice, there's a counter current which even brings me down into my feet. And when I turn my hands and stream down, then I feel it makes myself upright. And the breath even reacts. And now you can look at it from a different perspective. I just need a little bit more space about my head. So, and now you just look at it more musically, and then you suddenly notice it's not just a streaming. You feel it's divided. There are sections. So just stream up and notice it's like a rhythm going up. And then going down, down. And do not necessarily count. Just by looking at it differently, you suddenly notice, it's like waves or different levels of a house you walk through. Yeah, one more time. And down. Ding, 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 ding. Down. Yeah. It's like music, like a scale suddenly you can experience. And then you do this little movement, which in Eurythmy is called L, and which belongs to Saturn in a way. Then you can do it very small, and you can have the picture as if you would cleanse yourself, yeah, from level to level. There are windows which you wipe clean, and you use your hands and you go into the bucket of water, and you have a towel, and then you press the water out of the towel, and then you put it against the window, and then you wipe along the window, and then you look out of the window. And then you go to the next level, and you clean the next window, and you look out. And then you go to the next level, yeah, where you have gone through this the scale before. And all the time it's a little bit, you dive into something, you bring the substance along, you use it to cleanse your window, and then wow, you can look out. Yeah. And then you do it maybe a fifth time, yeah, and slowly you come up. And you feel it in your body. And then maybe in front of your head. Yeah? And then above. And then maybe you cross your hands above. And then you have the feeling, you feel all these clean windows, yeah? You have cleansed. And that's a little bit what we do in this course, yeah? How look out of your body. And then in this meditative sequence, you have 3 big L's, and there you could, in a way, you cleanse now the whole. How can the cosmos look in? Yeah, there is something which wants to look in. Yeah, and we just do it 3 times. Yeah, but you somehow wipe the windows of the cosmos, that the cosmos can look into you. Yeah, and not you look out into the cosmos. And the 3rd time, yeah. And then the sequence ends with the U gesture. I'm connecting with it. I enjoy it. And I receive what's coming. Yeah. And the sequence is classically called the Hallelujah sequence because the sounds live in this order. But it was through your question that maybe you have a sequence where you practice to look out into the world. I'm there, I'm in my uprightness, and I look into the world. I act with it, yeah, and I deal with it, yeah. And there's a clarity between my centeredness and my action, yeah? And this, in a way, creates a circle between what I'm giving and receiving. And that's maybe the stress release course, yeah. And in the HSP course, we do the same cleansing, but when Lara J just spoke about this inner surrounding, yeah, which in a way is this surrounding, the HSP course invites this surrounding to look into us, yeah. So we do this cleansing with a different attitude now, that the inner space opens up, and this is our essence, who is our inner richness, our superpower, now allows us to be as beings in the world and be more helpful, not just reacting and acting, but becoming, a sort of new seed, carrying something of our inner essence, which high sensitivity wants us to discover. A long answer. It always happens with me, just trying to asking what is the difference in different courses. They work with the sevenfold structure in us, and the eighth with encompassing everything. But the first approach is really, how do I connect with what is there? And the HSP course is because I'm living already there. My senses bring me there to these roots. How do they want to live? This inner world. How does the inner world wants to be born? This is the difference between the two courses. An exercise to return to a center, to inner peace. To return to inner peace, we always ask for an exercise, and the secret is just do it slowly. Do not use just then everything. We finish with this, that we just do again this L gesture, those who want, and we just start somehow without lots of preparation, so in a way wrong, we just do it. And then just try to do it so slow that your arms, your movement suddenly starts to become interesting. And you start like children who take 2 hours to come home from school. You don't have the feeling you move your arms slowly. But there's such a lot to feel. And then you might notice that when you experience your own movement as interesting, speaking to you, becoming a sort of space, you are not losing yourself. Again, let's do it maybe last time. You just feel your arms, you feel your feet, and the hands are carried, and the hands become wide, and they are carried down. Who is carrying them down? And then just feel your heart, and the hands come towards it. Why do they come? They want to be where I am. And the breath reacts, and then let go. Then this touches a little bit the question, I don't have to be here to be centered. I am such a big person. And when I am in myself, I am centered. And to achieve this, I am centered, even if I'm so big. Or so big. Or even if I'm in you, I'm still centered. That's arriving at oneself. But Eurythmy can just show us it's possible, and then it's still, like Jay said, this thing of being on the path. Okay, so Jana, you challenged me again. It was again 6 minutes and not 3 minutes. But so it's just fun to be, not fun, it's heartwarming to be with you, and that you bring me into movement. I enjoy this. And that's in a way, when we go through the HSP course with some of you, some of us, then that's the invitation that it's not exercises, it's discovering what lives in you. Through practical exercises, which are then not just practical exercises, but that we then study compassion, we study conscience, we study astonishment, in the second half of the course, because these inner worlds, they just wait. They are there and they want to be integrated into our normal state of being. They are there anyway. And Eurythmy only is about becoming aware of what is there anyway. Yeah. And that's inner strength.